get sexual consent, right? So it has to be voluntary. This sounds stupid, but the woman has to let you know that, okay, I want to have sex with you. You know, just to, I don't know why I'm doing this, but just to break it down, you know?
There's a lot of stuff to trick you, man. The woman can say that, but later in court she can say, I felt threatened, I felt he was forcing me, he was using his authority.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
That's right. Okay, it says, subsection 2, no consent is obtained for the purpose of sections 271, 272, and 273, where A, the agreement is expressed by the words or conduct of a person other than the complainant.
So meaning that if, let's for example, there was a pimp and the pimp says, okay, go have sex with that woman, and the woman can basically say rape because she never consented to having sex with that person, but you made an agreement with somebody else other than the person who is the complainant.
Correct.
You know, defendant. Go ahead.
B, the complainant is incapable of consenting to the activity.
They're either asleep, drugs, alcohol. Go ahead.
C, the accused induces the complainant to engage in the activity by abusing a position of trust, power, or authority.
Okay, so that's like, say your uncle, you're the church leader or something like that, or you have to have sex with me. Cop, you know, you don't want this ticket. Well, you know what you can do.
Yep.
You know, those are examples. Go ahead.
D, the complainant expresses by words or conduct a lack of agreement to engage in the activity.
So meaning a lack of words. So if a woman starts saying, no, I really don't want to have sex, or she's just laying there stiff as a board, showing that she's not into what's going on, that's considered rape, my friend. That's considered rape. So those people who go out there calling a dead fuck, that's really truly what you're doing, is you're raping that woman. Okay? Or you're sexually assaulting that woman. Go ahead.
E, the complainant, having consented to engage in sexual activity, expresses by words or conduct a lack of agreement to continue to engage in the activity.
So even if a woman says, okay, I do want to have sex with you, you're having sex, and then at any point in time she decides that she wants to stop and you continue, that's sexual assault or rape.
Even discomfort. Even if she feels discomfort.
That's rape. Okay.
Subsection 2, not limiting. Nothing in subsection 2 shall be construed as limiting the circumstances in which no consent is obtained. Consent. For the purposes of this section, no consent is obtained where the complainant submits or does not resist by reason of A, the application of force to the complainant or to a person other than the complainant.
So whether if you're holding somebody down or you punch somebody in the freaking head and she's nervous about telling you no and she just lays there and just takes it but doesn't say anything, she can later on come back, go to the cops, report it, and it will be considered that it was no consent and you raped her, you sexually assaulted her.
Right.
Even though she didn't scream out or make any kind of noises while you were having sex with her.
Right.
Go ahead.
B, threats or fear of the application of force to the complainant or to a person other than the complainant.
So meaning that, okay, you're having sex with this woman, she has her kid in the next room, and you say, oh, if you don't have sex with me or something like that, or not even if you say it, if she feels that you could have hurt her kid or something like that if you don't have sex with her, she just lays there and takes it, that's considered rape.
Right.
Even though she didn't say, no, let's not have sex or whatever. Okay, go ahead.
C, fraud.
So you tell somebody, oh, I'm Rick Ross, or I got lots of money, baby, or you know, you throw that little bullshit game that guys like to play and say that there's somebody that they're not, or you change your name. That's considered rape.
Or your age.
Yeah, your age, anything. Bring out the article about the Jew.
Oh yeah,
or the so-called Jew.
Yep. This is from Toronto Sun. Fake Jew to appeal rape case. Friday, July 23rd, 2010. The Palestinian man who was convicted of rape because he had lied and said he was Jewish and single will appeal his 18-month sentence, and legal experts say he has a fighting chance. Saber Kashur, 30, a married Arab man who was recently convicted in Israeli court after he had consensual sex with a Jewish woman to whom he lied about his religion and marital status.
Right.
So he was convicted of rape,
even though it was consensual.
Yeah.
The only reason was because he lied.
Right.
What is his religion, his name?
Fraud. So if you're going around telling
Yeah.
somebody that your name is something other than it is, then you're actually raping the woman.
You're a rapist.
Yeah.
You want to call GMS rapist? You're the rapist, man.
Yeah. And I know all of the guys in this camp have done this. Like, if you have a wife and you tell a woman that you're single, that's rape.
Yes.
That's rape.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know they done that.
They're rapists.
Because so let's say you have a whole bunch of girls, and like you tell the girl, listen, baby, you're the only one. I only love you.
That's rape.
That's rape.
That's rape.
So I don't know what you guys want to you want to talk, you want to mince words, but you're not very educated, man.
Correct.
You're not very educated. You guys are, and then I want to also bring up the point how he put his own foot in his mouth, because in Deuteronomy 28, he basically stating that what was he stating again? Because you have the account.
Lay on hold means to
seduce.
Or lie or no seducer basically.
So if you're seducing a woman, that falls under this section C, where it's talking about fraud. You're frauding the girl to get into her freaking panties.
Correct.
That's rape, Gehenna.
Correct.
Rape.
That's right.
Yep.
Fucking demon.
Yep.
You're a fucking demon.
Yep.
It says, according to the bargain, he should be punished, but we expect him to receive community service on appeal in about 30 days' time. Legal experts in Israel told CNN the rape by deception law isn't meant to be
Read that part again? Rape by what?
The rape by deception law
Right.
isn't meant to be used like this. Criminal law rarely applies to minor lies, like dyed hair or a changed name, but it would apply to the more meaningful lies, said Dana Pugach of the Noga Legal Center for Victims of Crime. But even though he still got 18 months, just because he lied at his name, his religion, and that's an Arab. You niggas out there, judge is gonna fucking throw the book at you.
Throw the
Like,
book
the guy
at you.
got 100 plus years for that shit. For the attempted rape.
For attempted.
Because he didn't even, that nigga didn't even actually rape the woman.
That's right.
He fucking attempted. It was found attempted.
Who was on the jury? 9 women and 2 men.
Correct.
So you already know.
And aren't you supposed to have a jury of your peers? Regardless, I don't care about the fucking demon they should throw him from the highest fucking building. I don't care. Like, unlike you, General Gehenna, I don't give a fuck about these niggas. I hope they all fucking die.
That's right.
Okay? Because people like you are holding up the kingdom of heaven. Okay? You're holding it up. I want to get to the kingdom of heaven, and I want to fucking make sure you guys get left fucking behind, because you're not going to bring your bullshit into the kingdom.
That's right.
Okay? Go ahead, brother.
For example, where a doctor persuades a woman to have sex, claiming it would be part of the medical treatment, which if she consents, right, that's not considered rape under another section. But just because he lied, there's another section that says, yeah, he did rape
The
her.
deception.
And also, he's using his authority.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's two charges.
That's 2 charges.
That's right, man. Esau's laws is all messed up, man. That was a point on that.
Yeah.
Alright. That was a good point. Okay, so
You
fraud.
see.
D, the exercise of authority. Right? In accordance with 265 subsection 4, an accused may use the defense that he believed that the complainant consented, but such a defense may be used only when a judge, if satisfied that there is sufficient evidence and that, if believed by the jury, the evidence would constitute a defense, shall instruct the jury when reviewing all the evidence relating to the determination of the honesty of the accused's belief to consider the presence or absence of reasonable grounds for that belief. Furthermore, according to section 273.2, which if you want to expound on that.
Okay, so basically what that's saying is, hold on a second. If a judge has to, if you want to have a defense against the whole rape, a judge has to basically say whether he believes that you really have justification for saying that you had consent.
Right.
And really and truly, a judge can be up and down at any point in time. There's no hard, like, rock hard position that you have to fulfill in order to get that achievement. So the judge is having
the only really way it's like is if you have a tape recorder or a video camera where she says, yes, I want to have sex. Other than that, it's her word against your word.
So it's what he feels.
Yep.
And feelings are not in law. So I want to show you that this is a setup right from the get-go. Because how you feel is not, I can't remember the exact word right now, but it's not, you cannot base a criminal case on how you feel. There has to be concrete evidence. Okay?
Yeah, that's in the scriptures. It says, thou shalt not pity the poor take sides for the rich, just because in the ancient world you have a priest that was accused of adultery. You wouldn't have a presumptuous thought of saying this guy's a priest. He could never do such an act. You have to go there blind and get the evidence, get the facts, right? If he did it, it doesn't matter who he is, man. A man is a man. We're bound to go off. So it doesn't. It's not like the Most High is walking in there, or Yahweh Shai or an angel. It's a man. It doesn't matter what rank he is, man.
Yeah. What says about the Lord? The Lord has he's no It's basically saying that he doesn't care who you are.
Oh, no person?
Yeah.
Can I bring this up? Right. This is Psalm 62:9. Surely men of low degree are vanity, and men of high degree are a lie. To be laid in the balance, they are altogether lighter than vanity. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're low rank or high rank or whoever you are. We're all vanity. We're nothing.
Yeah, and that's a deception also, calling himself general. General for who? In what army are you a general, man? He's deceiving the people, telling the people that he's a general. That's false, man.
This is Deuteronomy 16:19. Thou shalt not wrest judgment. Thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift. For gift doth blind the heart of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous. There's another one.
Leviticus 19:15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty. But in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Yep. So it doesn't matter if the high priest came in there. He's a high-ranking man. You're gonna judge righteously. It doesn't matter because it says not to fear men, right? Okay. You're at B, subsection B. Subsection B. The accused must show that he took reasonable steps in order to ascertain the complainant's consent.
And how do you prove that you took reasonable steps? Like the brother was saying, you got to tape record everything and say, listen, you want to have sex? And then she can say, well, I did consent at the beginning, and at the end, I told him to stop.
Exactly. You don't have that part on camera.
You see what I'm saying? So this is all one big game.
And even if she said, yeah, I consented, but only because I was scared that he would hit me.
Yeah.
There's even a further thing. Even if you have a tape recorder, man, these women play all kinds of mind games, man.
That goes into subsection
A, right?
No, it was C. Or 3, subsection 3. But you're at A now, yeah.
Okay. It states that if the accused's belief stems from self-induced intoxication or recklessness or willful blindness, then such beliefs is not a defense.
So basically stating, if you state that you had something to drink, like you yourself you went to the bar, you had a couple drinks, the girl has a couple drinks, and you guys went back to the apartment, and you guys those days where you drank too much, and you wake up next to the person like, oh, what the hell? What do we? Oh, we're naked. That's rape. And even though she was in the same state as you were in, because for some reason the onus is on a man to prove his innocence.
Yeah.
Okay, because you could turn aside and say, "Oh, she raped me because I didn't give her consent." But the law is not set up like that. I want to show you that it's not equal. It's not just.
Woman is compassionate.
Yeah. So if you get drunk which is what the meaning of intoxicated, that's not a defense.
No.
You can't say that I was on drugs or I was drinking, which is meaning of being reckless. And willful blindness, okay, you knew that the girl was like asleep, or you know that she was drunk and you just stuck it in there anyways. That's willful blindness. Like you didn't give a flying, pardon the French, fuck. Okay?
Section 265, subsection 4. Accused's belief as to consent. Subsection 4. When an accused alleges that he believed that the complainant consented to the conduct that is the subject matter of the charge, a judge, if satisfied that there is sufficient evidence and that, if believed by the jury, the evidence would constitute a defense, shall instruct the jury, when reviewing all the evidence relating to the determination of the honesty of the accused's belief, to consider the presence or absence of reasonable grounds for that belief.
Once again, the judge is whether